Hi guys, and welcome back to one of my videos. I know I've been gone for so long, but I am here to talk about why I've been gone for so long. So reason why I've been gone for so long is because I am pregnant. Now I am gonna tell you guys how I found out and how I told my parents, how they reacted, how I told my boyfriend and how he reacted. So it's hot. Okay, so back in September of 2016, obviously, I found out I was pregnant. Um, the reason how I found out was I wasn't getting my monthly, and usually that happens a lot. Like I'll get it one month I won't get it, I'll get it the next month I won't, and so I just thought it was that, but my gut had another feeling, like, no, you know what, like, you're pregnant. And like my mind, a whole bunch of things were going through my mind, so I was feeling some type of way about that. And so I call my friend and I tell her, I'm like, hey, you know what, like, I think I'm pregnant, can you go with me to go buy a pregnancy test? And she said yes. So she took me, we got the pregnancy test, we came back to my boyfriend, to my house, or to my boyfriend's house, because I live with him or whatever. So we come back to my boyfriend's house, and I take the test. Well, first we're out in the living room and we're like just talking, and basically just like, saying no, I'm not pregnant. My boyfriend was a little stubborn about it and was like, no, she's not pregnant. So I was like, okay, I guess I'm just gonna take this to see if I am or if I'm not. I took it, and I was so anxious. I was like, you know what, like, I need to see these results, because I told my friend and my boyfriend, I was like, I'm gonna take these and I'm not gonna look at the results, I'm gonna come back out here and I'll look at them with you guys. So I pee on the stick, and I turned the sticks over, and I was just so anxious. I was like, you know what, I have to see it. And so I did. I saw them, and I was like shocked. I didn't know what to do. I was scared. I was nervous. So and I walk out there and I tell them, I'm like, I haven't seen them, but in reality I had already did. So I told them, I was like, I haven't seen them, blah blah blah. So and they're like, turn them over. So I turned them over, and me doing the fake reaction, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm pregnant. And my boyfriend was like, oh, you know what, it could be a false test, blah blah blah. So I was like, okay, to be more sure about it, I'm gonna go to a clinic and I'm gonna tell them to test me if I'm pregnant or not. And the next day I told my friend, I'm like, hey, you know what, we should just go to the clinic, blah blah. She's like, okay, I'm going for you. And I was like, okay. So I got ready, she came for me, we went to the clinic, and they had me fill out a form with all my information, my phone number, my address, all this. And so then they took me in, and then I peed in a cup, and then they're like, okay, your results will be in a bit, blah blah. So then I went to the lobby, and I sat there and I waited. Then they called me. So then I went, and they're like, your results did come back positive, this is your due date, blah blah. And I was like, okay, thank you. So then I took the paper, I took it home, and then I showed my boyfriend, and then I was like, you know what, like, this is real, like, this is actually happening, like, we have to, talk about this and know what we're gonna do. And I'm against abortion, so that was not my idea. Like, that was, in my head, I was like happy, and I was like, you know, I was like, this is my baby, you know, I'm not gonna abort, I'm not gonna do any of that. I'm gonna raise it on my own, if I have to. So then, like, if my boyfriend wasn't gonna be supportive, I was gonna have to raise it on my own. But we ended up talking, and he was very supportive. He was happy. In the beginning, he was a little stubborn and like didn't want to believe it, but you know, we talked about it, and then yeah, that was that with him. And he has been very supportive ever since that. But okay, so then that's how I found out and how I told my boyfriend. Now, how I told my parents, that was a whole nother, like, I was scared, especially because, like, my parents, the first video I posted on this channel, you know, was my 16 party. Like, they made this big 16 party, and my 16 party was in March, and I found out I was pregnant in September, so that was like very little time. So now you do the math, you know, how long was that after I had my 16 party? It was a little bit of time. And I know it hurt my parents. I know it did, because having their littlest daughter get pregnant at such young age, you know, I know it hurt them. Obviously, they reacted how any other parent would react when their youngest child gets pregnant. And so I told my boyfriend, I was like, you know what, I have to tell my parents, because obviously I'm gonna need my mom for a lot of stuff. I need to tell her. And I wasn't just gonna hide it from them, you know. I was a little scared. Stuff were already falling out of place. Like, I was already living with my boyfriend. My mom was mad at me for that, and I understand. But you know, things were not how I wanted them to be. She was mad, but you know, I understand. And so I called my dad, and I was like, hey, I have to talk to you and my mom. So when can I go over? He told me whenever I wanted to, they were always gonna be there. And I said, okay. So it was a Saturday. I got ready, and I was like, hey, you know, I'm on my way. They said okay. And I was like, I sat them down, and I took the paper that they gave me at the clinic of it being positive that I was due this and this day. So, and I told them, I was like, I'm pregnant, and I showed them the paper. I was like, they gave me my due date for May 7th, and I hope that, you know, I was like, I hope I'm not alone. And like, obviously my mom, being the good mom she is, the best mom she is, she told me, she's like, no, you're not alone, but I am disappointed. Do you know what you're gonna do? Do you know you're putting on a big responsibility on yourself? And I told her, I was like, yes, like, I understand. Like, I did think about all the, you know, responsibilities I was gonna have to deal with. And she just said okay. She was like, okay. And my dad, he was a little bit more hurt, because I did see it in his face. He was more hurt, and he said, well, you know, all I can do is just tell you to take care of yourself, you know, and now I'm gonna be here and stuff. So then I told him, I was like, okay. And that was a little different reaction than what I thought they were gonna react. But you know, like, the reaction was different. I thought they were gonna like get mad, not talk to me, not do this, not do that. But my parents are not bad parents, so You know, I know most of the people out there blame the parenting, but no, my parents raised me good, and I'm glad that they support me through this. So yeah, that is how I found out, how I told my boyfriend, and how I told my parents. Now a little bit about my pregnancy, because I'm pretty sure you guys are wondering when I'm due and this and that. I am 8 months. Well, I'm not sure how the pregnancy months go, but that's what my doctor said. I am 33 weeks. And I am 33 weeks. I'm due May 18th. I do live with my boyfriend. I'm having a boy. And once my boyfriend right now, at the moment, he is at work, so I don't really have him here to introduce himself. But when he doesn't work, we will do a video. I will start vlogging because, like, you know, that is what I wanted to do. But so yeah, that is my story of being 16 and pregnant. I'm not sure if it's 16 and pregnant or 17 and pregnant, because my birthday was March 4th and I'm 17 now. I'm just gonna be naming it 16 and pregnant, but whatever you guys wanna take it, like 17 and pregnant or 16 and pregnant, I don't really care. But yeah, I will start vlogging. Stay tuned for another video. Like I said, I will start building my channel, because like that was the only reason I wasn't posting, because I was dealing with me being pregnant and like thinking about what I was gonna do, dealing with school. I am still in school, but I do online school. So that's why I wasn't posting, because I was dealing with like how I was gonna go to school, what I was gonna do, if I was gonna work, or, you know, basically just settling out my life, making a plan for the future, and obviously for my baby boy that I have coming. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a like and subscribe, because I do need my channel to get bigger. Like, I'm really committed to starting this channel. So subscribe and give it a thumbs up and turn on your bell notification so you can get a notification every time I post. You could be like the first one or whatever. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.